Hey guys, it's your girl Sania Renee, and welcome back to the Unwind Rewind, where I sit back and recap some of my favorite shows, which I'm sure some of you guys' favorite shows as well. And with that being said, let's get into today's shows, which are Black Ink Crew New York Season 9, Episode 12, and Black Ink Crew Compton Season 2, Episode 2. Now, if you haven't caught up on the latest episodes of Black Ink Crew New York and Compton, click out of this video because I'm about to spill the tea. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the video. So, of course, we're going to start off with the OG Black Ink Crew New York, and our boy Caesar is going through it, okay? He going through it, and he's doing a press conference because, you know, his baby mama Crystal keep running her mouth and running his name through the mud about this Cheyenne situation, right? And he dealt with his annoying-ass girlfriend, Suzette. I don't like her. And his mom, and he having second thoughts because he don't even know if he should be doing this, y'all. And his mama is like, boy, look, do it, get it done. You doing the right thing. Don't second guess it. So he do it. But he waiting on Teddy because Teddy, where you at? Ain't nobody heard from Teddy, seen Teddy, spoke to Teddy, nothing, right? Because Teddy was supposed to be there. He told Caesar that he was going to be there. But Teddy had other plans. Child, Teddy was walking his dog, his daughter, and he took his daddy on his daughter on a daddy-daughter date, because what Caesar was doing was stupid, and he was doing some buffoonery, and he a clown. And I'm like, Teddy, are you serious? You sitting here talking about your cousin like this, but you the same one who was sitting there talking about you was gonna be there, but then you ain't show up. And now he is ignoring Caesar call, text, everything. Like, why you ain't just keep it real with him and tell him, like, you didn't think that he should have did it, instead of letting him go through with it, knowing that he didn't really want to do it. Child, anyway, so Caesar do the conference, everybody at the shop watching, and Walt watching. Yes, Walt pops up this episode. We gonna get into that later, but Walt is even watching, and Caesar's doing this conference, and he's like, he didn't do this. He being painted as a monster. He give his childhood story, child. It was a good conference, but boy, okay, we get it. You ain't do it. Anyway, so he still feels some type of way because Teddy did not show up. He did not show up for him, child. So it took days, like 3 days, for Caesar to finally get in touch with Teddy. And how he get in touch with Teddy? He had to pull up to his house. So he pulled up on Teddy, right? And he like, I feel like, you know, Teddy backstabbed me. I feel like he betrayed me. Like, why wouldn't you show up and be there? And Teddy tells him, like, he been talking to Cheyenne, and he wants to be neutral so he can be a bridge to bridge them back together. He want to bridge that gap. And what about Cheyenne? He don't want to hurt her. He couldn't stand there with Caesar and be seen doing that because he felt like it was going to hurt Cheyenne, and he want to stay neutral and blah, blah, blah. And Caesar like, okay, but why didn't you just tell me that? Like, I already did the conference. If you thought that this was going to make shit worse, like, why you didn't tell me? And he like, because you was too deep in. Boy, Teddy, stop it. You should have been there. You should have told him that you wasn't coming. Like, handle it like a man, because on green screen, you was talking a whole bunch of shit. And it didn't seem like it had nothing to do with you wanting to bridge a gap. It sounded like you was trying to clown him. So you should have just told him how you really felt instead of letting him feel the way he was feeling. But anyway, they made up, child, and they good, but we all knew that. Anyway, let's get into Walter. So Walter was watching the conference, right? And Walter still doing his little comedy thing. He doing his photography. Him and Jess still together. He hired a private investigator because he said he was stealing money. He stole like $400, but he ain't do the burglary. He still saying he ain't do the boy. Anyway, so he was watching the conference, and he like, Caesar don't look good. He don't look well. Like, I need to reach out to him, even though we're not talking. And Caesar was shocked, like, how he more concerned about me than Teddy, because, you know, Teddy was ghosting him. And he asked Caesar, can they meet? And so they went and met, and it started off good. You know, Walter was like, I'm just checking on you, and I know what I did was wrong, but it was because of the alcohol. And this triggers Caesar because he's like, did you want to meet with me to check on me and see how I was doing? Or did you want to meet with me to give me a bunch of excuses about why you did what you did to me? And he told him, like, look, this ain't no TV shit, man. You been friends since the sandbox. Like, you supposed to be my day one. And he hurt him, which we know he did. And he said out of everybody, he had a fallout with everybody. Like, all the old cast members, Puma, everybody. And he never had a falling out with Walt. And that really hurt him because his dream was to have him and all his boys ride it out to the end. And he said he just can't be around Walt. He don't want to deal with Walt. He cannot do it. Like, he can't do it. And he said, he wished him the best, but he cannot be a part of Black Ink anymore. And they probably won't speak again. Child. So Walter is off of the show. Here's my thing. Walter, we have been watching this show for years. Well, I have. I don't know about y'all. Caesar has done so much for Walt. Like, so much for Walt. Child support, housing, all of that. And it's like, how could you steal from this man? And then $400, like, you could have asked him for that. And Caesar was like, if the shop would have never got burglarized and I didn't find out that what was going on in the shop, would you have told me that you was the one that was stealing? Because when the store got broken into, that's when he was like, okay, the money looking funny, and they figured out it was Walt, on the camera. So he was like, damn, if I would have never seen that video, would you ever gonna tell me that it was you? And Walt said, well, I was trying to get a hold of you for 2 weeks prior to that. And Caesar like, what the fuck? Child, you could have just asked for $400. I don't understand it. That's what I be saying about TV, though. Y'all be out here, people on TV, like reality stars, acting like y'all living this big, luxurious life, and you out here stealing $400. Child, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now, let's get into Tati, because Tati is facing 7 to 15 years because she got 2 felonies, okay, for the little drug thing that she did. And we find out that, y'all remember when she got arrested last season and she was so scared, right? That wasn't because of whatever she was saying. She lied last season. That was for a whole nother thing. That was for the drug stuff. And they tapped her phone or whatever and found the information that they needed. So, baby, they got evidence. Tati, you might be going up the river, child. They ain't tap your phone. So, first of all, they ain't tap your phone for no reason. But after they tapped your phone, they arrested you 2 years after. Yeah, they got a case, sis. Sorry to tell you, but they got a case. We gonna pray for you. And she having her little barbecue thing, and she finally tells Caesar, and Caesar like, look, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna support you. Don't worry about it. We gonna hold it down P.O.P., right? So y'all remember last episode when Spider and Rock had got into it? So Spider had came to her little barbecue thing too. And Puma pulled Rock and Spider aside and made them talk. And they good now. Spider was like, I'm going through stuff with my health. And that's why I kind of, went off. And Rock was like, damn, bro, I know. My bad. And Puma told him, like, look, y'all both got to take responsibility. And he told Rock, like, basically, you need to keep Crystal in check because she got a smart ass mouth. And she be causing a lot of problems between him and the other dudes, which I can see. But good for them. They hugged it out. They good now. Teddy, I feel some type of way about you this episode because you wasn't giving support. You was giving hater. And I don't like that. But anyway, let's get into Black Ink Crew, Compton, Season 2, Episode 2. Now, baby, we start with KP and Lemire still having this argument, and they trying to fight. Like, well, KP was trying to fight him, and Lemire was not having it. He was not going. He went back and down. He was like, it is what it is. We can do what it do. Child, KP told him he a bitch ass nigga, and now he finna have to tap in was his exact words. So he finna have to tap into what? Child, let me know. I don't know LA slang. Like, let me know. Anyway, so they had removed KP, right? Because he was going off. And so Lemire told Caesar, like, I'm finna open up my own tattoo shop. Like, I was being genuine with the opportunity that I bought to KP, and I really wanted to work together, but
It ain't gonna work. I'm gonna open up my own thing. And I was like, ooh, Lemire, okay. So KP daddy is a businessman, and he helping them with the paperwork for the shop because they got to get all their stuff redone because of COVID. And he pulled up on Tim and KP, and he asking them like, what's going on with the shop? What's going on with Lemire? And KP like really tried to downplay what happened. Like, Lemire wasn't on board with what I was trying to do. He don't want to work here no more. He a bitch ass nigga. We moving on. Child, that is not how it happened. Like, child, baby. Anyway, again, Lemire don't need the shop. He don't. So Lemire was telling Danielle like about it, and she was like, yeah, you don't need to be there because it's too toxic. And she told him, but if you're going to open up a tattoo shop, you need to make sure that you can deal with all of that, because he still got Happy Ice. And now you're trying to open up a tattoo shop. Like, boy, she like, your family come first. Like, I'm going to need you to worry about this. And baby, so all the girls was having a little girls' night, and they all still want to work at the shop. Even after the whole group meeting and being disrespected like that, child, I would have had to walk away. But before I walked away, I would have had my brothers beat the shit out of KP and Tim for the way they was talking to them. Y'all got me fucked up. Child, I would not work for them, with them, none of that. It will be all raps because they just disrespectful as hell right now. And I'm going to need them to get it together later on this season because it's looking like a rap for me, baby. And I just can't. But Tim did apologize to the dude, Ink. Remember last episode, he tried to fight him at the little group meeting, business meet, whatever the hell you wanted, the disaster of a meeting, staff meeting. And, you know, Ink like, y'all didn't check on me. Y'all talking about nobody was checking in. Like, that hurt me the way, you know, hearing the way that y'all felt about me, because I'm going through it. Like, my grandma in the hospital, my house burned down. And Tim like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, he dealing with real life shit. And Tim like, bro, we didn't know. And he like, you don't feel the love and the family and this, and no, I don't feel any of that. So he don't know if he gonna come back to the shop. But all the artists got until Friday to make up their mind. Like, that's the deadline. They gotta have their paperwork in, and if they don't work that no more. So Ink don't know what he wanna do. Ciao. I said, I just cannot. And KP sitting up there talking about, I want this team to be a family and this, that, and the third. You want the team to be a family, but you and Barbie been friends for 18 years. And when Barbie came to try to talk to you, to try to, you know, settle the score, because Barbie didn't think that he was serious when he said that he was firing her. So she like, oh, I'm gonna come talk to him. And he was like, no, I'm good. I ain't trying to do none of that. She got negative energy. I ain't gonna do it. So Star had to tell her, like, he don't want to talk to you. And I thought he was playing when he said that you was fired, and she just walked away. She was like, you know what? Whatever. It don't even matter. It's done. It's cool. It's a wrap. And I was like, girl, go on. There you go, sis. Walk away. Leave. You won't need this. Walk away. Be the bigger person. And so she called Lemire and told Lemire, like, he don't want to talk to me. Like, the friendship is over. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. And Lemire was like, well, baby girl, I'm finna open up a shop. And I might want you on my team. So what's good? And she was like, oh, okay. All right. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I definitely think that Lemire would be a better boss because he knows the business. He's more laid back. KP was cool season 1, but I don't like this KP that I'm seeing right now. So, shit, I would rather work for Lemire too, shit. Honestly. But Lemire would be a better boss because he's a businessman. Tattoo-wise, KP got it. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. KP got him on the tattoos. But let me just throw this in there. Oh, y'all, the girl Alana, right? She is in New York. She had moved to Arizona when COVID happened. And the whole episode, she was talking about her boyfriend that she left back in Arizona. And she got into how he cheated on her, how she was pregnant and she had a stillborn. Pray for her. Sorry about that, sis. And she's going on about how she loved him and she forgave him for cheating on her while she was pregnant, and she talking to him on the phone. I love you, I miss you. And she's like, I had to come back to Cali for me. I had to come back and do what I needed to do to get my mind right and this and the third. So she like, I can't do the long distance relationship, talking to him over the phone. I miss him, but I gotta do what's best for me. And I'm like, okay, sis, you strong. Child, come to find out the nigga in jail the whole time. So, baby, you could be with him if you wanted to. I said, this bitch they had us fooled. Like, they showing us scenes of them on the phone. Baby, I miss you. I love you. Oh, I can't wait to see you. And she like, but he in jail. Child, they edited out the part of, you have a collect call from. I said, you know the fuck what? So, bitch, you don't have a choice to be apart from him. Because if he was out, your ass would still be in Arizona. So don't give me that bullshit. Anyway, that was it for both of the shows, child. I will be back next week to do a recap of Black Ink Crew New York, episode 13, and Black Ink Crew Compton, episode 3. So come back for that. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let's have a conversation down in the comment section below. And again, it's your girl, Cynthia Renee, and I am out of here. Peace.